On one hand, there are men who say that all women are the same, and on the other, there are women who say that all men are the same. And thanks to the platforms that are available today, both men and women can express their views about the opposite sex. Not only this, they can come into contact with plenty of other people that also have the same outlook. Due to this, their views will end up being validated, providing them with a greater sense of conviction. If a man in this position was to describe women, he could say that they are highly emotional, lack self-control, are selfish and cold, for instance. Along with this, not only will the women that he has been with be the same, but his friends may have also been with women like this. This is then going to be seen as proof that all women are the same, and if he hears about a woman that is different, he could say that this is just an act. Therefore, sooner or later, she will end up changing. If a woman in this position was to describe men, she could say that they are emotionally shut down, need mothering, are controlling, and are unfaithful, for instance. Additionally, not only will the men that she has been with be the same, but her friends may have also been with men like this. Once again, this will be seen as proof that all men are the same, and if she hears about a man that is different, she could say that this is just an act. Thus, before long, his true colours will shine through. Now, regardless of if it is a man or a woman that has put all of the opposite sex into the same box, it could be said that if this is their experience, and the experience of the people in their life have, it must be the truth. If then they hadn't had these experiences, and neither had the people in their life, there would be no reason for them to be this way. However, although this is how their life will be, it doesn't mean that they are passive observers of what is taking place. In all likelihood, what is taking place inside them is having an effect on why they are experiencing life in this way. If someone in this position was to hear this, they could say that this is not possible, as they don't want to meet men or women that are like this. In fact, they could say that they would be happy to meet a man or a woman that is different. While this may be the case, what they will need to think about is that they don't just begin and end with their conscious mind. They also have an unconscious mind. The latter has a far greater impact on their life than the former. With this in mind, if they continually end up with men or women who are the same, it will be a good idea for them to explore what is taking place in their unconscious mind. One way for them to do this is for them to imagine that they were to meet a man or a woman that is different. This is then someone who is emotionally together, present, loving, and aware. For example, at first, this could be something that feels comfortable, but after a while, it might soon feel uncomfortable. What this might illustrate is that they don't feel worthy and deserving of being with a man or a woman that is like this. What could also enter their conscious awareness is that they don't feel lovable. If this is the case, by having the view that all men or women are the same, they will have been able to avoid how they feel about themselves. Naturally, this viewpoint will protect their view of themselves and stop them from feeling low. Yet, facing up to how they really feel about themselves will undermine the view of themselves that allows them to avoid their true feelings. Also, it will cause them to feel very low. The trouble is that although this viewpoint will have protected them, it will have also prevented them from being able to meet a man or a woman that is right for them. This is not to say that they consciously chose to be this way, as losing touch with their true feelings and being disconnected from themselves is likely to be something that took place automatically many years ago. What this may show is that their early years were a time when they were deprived of the love that they needed to grow and develop in the right way. This may have been a time when they were physically harmed, verbally put down, and/or neglected. Either way, how they were treated would have been personalized, with them coming to believe that they were worthless and unlovable. To handle the pain they were in, they would have lost touch with themselves and created a disconnected false self. But although they won't have been in touch with how they feel, the experiences that they will have had with men or women will have reflected what is going on for them at a deeper level. For them to change this area of their life, they will probably need to work through the pain that they experienced all those years ago. So with that said, if you can see that you have continually attracted the same men or women, but just with a different face, and so you have then had the same experiences time and time again, then this may show that deep down you don't believe that you are worthy and deserving of being with someone that is right for you, and that you don't feel that you are lovable. And if this is the case, then this may show that your early years were not very nurturing, and this would then have been a time when you were deprived of the love that you needed to grow and develop in the right way, and this would have greatly wounded you. And although for so long you would have been disconnected from this pain would have ended up being recycled in the interactions and the relationships that you will have had with men or women. And so when you start to work through these emotional wounds, and this is something that will take time, then this area of your life is likely to gradually change, because you will be in a different place. You will no longer need to replay the old scenarios from your childhood where you end up feeling unworthy, unlovable, and frustrated and deprived and angry. You will then have experiences that will reflect how you feel about yourself. So if you can relate to this, you may need to reach out for external support. But the main thing is that you do what you need to do to gradually change your life. If you'd like to find out more about the services that I offer, please go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk, and I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.